Welcome back to Golf Extra. The LPGA's newest phenom is here. Rose Zhang has taken women's professional golf by storm, and the early returns look incredible. But what does the future hold for Zhang? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now let's get right into Rose Zhang, the LPGA's newest superstar. Rose Zhang started to make a name for herself during a superlative amateur career in which she won the U.S. Women's Amateur in 2020, the U.S. Girls Junior in 2021, and the individual NCAA Championship in both 2022 and 2023. Despite all of this, when Zhang announced her intention to turn professional just after the end of her collegiate golf career, fans had limited expectations for her pro debut, given the higher difficulty at the LPGA level. Those expectations were quickly shattered when Zhang won her very first tournament as a professional in June 2023 when she won the Mizuho Americas Open in a sudden death playoff. After the tournament, Zhang was asked whether she herself expected this to happen, to which she replied, "Answer is no. I honestly didn't even expect to make the cut, and the reason why I say this is because I don't think about my expectations a lot. I think about playing the golf course. I think about trying to shoot the best score that I can." Regarding her own expectations, she said, "Obviously, I have frustrations, disappointments with my game, but I never once think about where I finish, where I should finish, etc. The expectation for me winning did not even cross my mind. I was just playing my game. I was having a good time out there. This is the game that I love, and I'm so thankful to be a professional doing it now." Still, it was impressive that she had stayed so composed in her first tournament, something Zhang herself commented on, saying, "I've been pretty proud of how I've been able to stay composed. Prior to this week and last couple weeks, there has been a lot of golf, a lot of media, so I'm really proud of the way that I'm just sticking to my game plan and allowing myself to let things happen when I'm on the golf course. I feel like I've been given this platform to try to do the best that I can, be an influence to younger generations, and that's all I think about. I don't think about the stats of, hey, in 10 starts I'm going to have my first LPGA Tour win, or it's my first time I should be winning. These are not things that I think about." Despite her seemingly well-thought-out answers and professional approach, Zhang is still a young player and a recent addition to the LPGA, so a first victory is very exciting. Zhang agrees, saying, "But I just can only say that this is just amazing, and I'm really just in a place where I want to improve myself, and I want to keep on doing better and better. So we'll be seeing what I do in the future. As of now, I'm just soaking it all in." Zhang's game is still new to many LPGA fans, but her Stanford coach Ann Walker provided some insight on it during a recent profile. Walker started by saying, "She doesn't have a big miss. She hits center face a lot, and she hits center face with a lot of different swings. Sometimes maybe she's not feeling her swing all the way, but she has a slower swing cadence and just kind of plays within herself, whatever she's got that day. Hitting center face in golf gives you a huge advantage. It's easier said than done." Okay, hitting the ball straight down the middle is a good start. What about her short game? Walker continued, "She has a great short game that doesn't receive much attention because she doesn't miss very many greens. She doesn't leave herself too much work." Sounds like a complete game to us. Walker continued by talking about Zhang's mental fortitude, saying, "It takes a lot to phase Rose. The great quarterbacks like Tom Brady and Brett Favre have talked about how the game moves slowly for them, right? You can't teach that. For them, from a very young age, the game moves slowly. For Tom Brady, he had more time to throw than what we saw with the naked eye. For some reason, for Rose Zhang, the process of golf moves slowly." Despite Zhang's early success, Walker still thinks that there is a lot of work to come for the young phenom, saying, "It's going to be a learning curve. She won her first event and finished in the top 10 of her first 3 majors. People think it will come easy, but turning professional is a big step in your life. It's like buying your first home or getting married or whatever. It's bumpy, and it should be bumpy. That's what makes you grow. It makes you strong and makes you special. I liken it to when you open a bottle of Coke and that Coke's fizzy. Then you close it back up and then the next time it's halfway fizzy. Over time, it loses its fizz, right? She was ready to compete with the world's best. She needed to turn professional while the fizz was still in the bottle. Let's hope that the fizz and excitement surrounding Zhang remains for many seasons to come. For her part, Zhang is very excited to be a part of the LPGA and is ready to take advantage of all the unique perks that come with being on the tour. She told Golf Digest recently, "The core fans love the LPGA because the players are more accessible. Smaller galleries bring fans closer to the action. It's a different viewing experience from the PGA Tour. It has more camaraderie among players. Viewers sense it. Meanwhile, she is still a bit wary of the future of the tour, especially when considering changes that are happening in the men's professional game as a result of the ongoing feud between LIV Golf and the PGA Tour. About the potential for future change, Zhang said, "Do I think money will change the tour? Probably. Is it for the better? Who knows?" Zhang seems like a pretty serious person in her interviews, but her Stanford teammates suggest otherwise. Take Stanford women's golfer Rachel Heck's recent comments on Golf Digest, where she said, "On the golf course, she's so composed, so in control. Off the course, she's goofy, she's super awkward and clumsy. She'll just trip over things." Heck continued, "Even when we're on the course, we never talk about golf. We just talk about normal stuff like boys and classes and life. She'll be like, 'Oh my God, that I did the most embarrassing thing today,' and she'll just giggle." All of this comes from Zhang's upbringing, as her parents had given her both encouragement on the course and as a person. She told USA Today recently, "They instilled a lot of good culture in me growing up. I've been able to become the person I am through them. And throughout the years, like no matter what, when I'm on the golf course, when I'm off the golf course, they always valued character development and personal growth over score and achievement, which is why even if I do win, even if I played really well in this tournament, when I go back home, it's the same thing." Zhang continued, "I still have to be a good daughter. I still have to be a good sister, good friend, and I think that's the biggest thing that they really kind of have driven me to think and do on a daily basis is just being grounded and making sure that I'm still a normal, sane person. That part of being a team, being a teammate, that's what it's really about. I just think that's kind of what I really wanted when I went to college and when I felt like this is a stepping stone that I had to take for myself. I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself, and it's always kind of a mindset that I had in the back of my head." Zhang's comments about being part of a team are interesting considering the individual nature of the LPGA Tour. But as Rose sees it, the attributes that made her a key piece of Stanford's formidable women's golf team will play into her success as an individual. About this, Zhang said, "Even though I'm an individual who's really competitive, I feel like there's something about just being part of a team that really kind of tests you in all areas," Zhang says. "If you need to be a leader, you need to step up. If you need to be someone who can follow directions, you need to have that asset and skill. But also, just the overall team bonding and making sure that you're considerate of other people. These are all skill sets that are lifelong." Comment with your thoughts and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. We'll catch you in the next one.